Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Govberg, and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Chronograph Tribute to Italy limited edition of 500. You can see the stainless steel Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Chronograph on our website, govbergwatches.com. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and of course multimedia of luxury watches. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this 2015 limited edition of 500 has the size, the proportions, the fit, and the feel of the current generation 41mm Royal Oak chronograph. So that's 41 millimeters across the round of the case. As it's effectively a cushion case, the more telling measurements are 52 millimeters from lug to lug, giving the watch impressive wrist coverage, as well as a slim 11 millimeters in thickness. Now that 11 millimeters includes a generously sloped bezel, so you're going to find absolutely no trouble slip in this one under a tight dress cuff or sleeve. It's very compatible that way. Now 52 millimeters across the broad of the case means that the watch has impressive wrist coverage, arguably just as much as some of the 42mm offshores on the same diver strap, but it doesn't, quite frankly, have the ungainly mass and thickness of the offshore, nor does it strive to make the same kind of statement. This is a little bit more of a low-key, versatile piece rather than an out-and-out sporting statement. Now the watch does have a wonderful cobalt blue special edition natural vulcanized rubber diver strap, and it's matched to an excellent single-fold, high-polished stainless steel Audemars Piguet deployant clasp, beautifully polished on the inside with the inset AP logo. The buckle itself is beautifully brushed and engraved. It's a gorgeous piece that speaks to the attention to detail evident throughout the special edition. Now the watch does feature silver and blue, these colors being favorites of the Italian collector's market, long fertile hunting ground for the best in vintage watches. It's also one of the most receptive and historically most loyal markets for high horology Swiss watches, and so there is this tribute to Italy concept in the colors, but also in the details. As you can see on the minutes register, at the stations of 30, 10, and 20 minutes, the Italian tricolor, basically white, red, green, little hints, not overt, it's subtle. And the watch itself is subtle, a tribute to the 2015 Milan Universal Exposition celebrating high-end agriculture, technology of food, cuisine, effectively a celebration of all things culinary, strategically situated in Italy, most apropos. The watch itself is versatile, being neither an out-and-out aggressive sporting reference like the offshore, nor strictly as dressy and formal as something like a Royal Oak Jumbo. The watch is handsome on just about any wrist, and I can say that on my wrist, it has just enough heft, just enough premium pull to remind me that I'm wearing something of a higher echelon of horology, but not overbearing, not by any means. Now, the profile of the case, being quite slim, is also beautifully finished. Every facet on a Royal Oak, whether on a bracelet or a strap, is hand executed. So you can see the bevel of the case and the taper of the bevel, effectively a polish within satinated flanks. Gorgeous, executed by hand. This is the kind of thing you get on a lower volume, more artisanal, higher horology brand. It's not just about the dial, which is of the in-house generation produced by Audemars Piguet since 2012. It's about everything that touches the skin and everything that grabs the eye. The faceting of the octagonal bezel, the polish of the white gold hexagonal bezel bolts, it's gorgeous, and the total effect is discreet, handsome, and satisfying every time. Now the dial does feature a few special evolutions that set this special edition apart. You can see the step of the minute track outboard of the applied hours. There's a little bit of a cantilever of the white gold and faceted hour indices over that minute track. The minute track is sunken down below the hobnail of the tapisserie dial, and the tapisserie dial itself is beautifully executed, far more complex than it appears at first glance. Each one of the individual hobnails actually has a delicate texture upon it, as well as in the troughs in between the hobnail swellings. The watch is beautifully executed within the dial and without. Now inside is an Audemars Piguet caliber 2385. Now it's based on the Piguet 1185 automatic column wheel vertical clutch chronograph, so the standard of finish is outstanding considering the provenance of that movement. It's an automatic winder that operates at 21,600 vibrations per hour with a column wheel actuation. It's quite smooth to start, stop, and precisely reset the chronograph seconds hand, and with the vertical clutch system, it actually has The ability to run the center seconds hand continuously. There's no lateral clutch meshing to wear down the mechanism, so if you do prefer to just have hours, minutes, and seconds at center, you can pretty much run the chronograph continuously, and so long as you wear it daily to re-energize the power reserve, there's no hazard to the movement. You can have hours, minutes, and seconds at center. And of course, the sunken sub-registers, beautifully balanced tri-compact chronograph, complete the composition. This is an outstanding, rare, and memorable limited edition of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph. We're used to seeing offshore limited editions, but limited editions of the Royal Oak chronograph are special, rare. They come infrequently, and when a great one's born, collectors scramble to scramble them up. It's effectively one of the most attractive contemporary Audemars Piguet watches you can acquire. Versatile, handsome, light on the wrist, and suited to a large range of wrists. You can see this Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph tribute to Italy on our website, govbergwatches.com.